It's the MagicGatheringStrat Show. It's a show about a magic podcast. Hello, everybody. It's me, Brennon, your lovable host. Along with me, as always, are my two co-hosts, Sam, the Vault Boy Hunter. Say hello, Sam.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I love you all. Bye.
And Dan, the fan of history.
Hello, people. It's happening right here. It's the MagicGatheringStrat Show, and it's on.
It is always on. We're never off. Help us.
I thought you only did it once a week.
Dan won't let me leave.
You stay here.
All right. What do we got going on? The same thing we usually do. Got some Standard Pauper, our week's in review, and a little bit of classic Pauper at the end. Just a little bit. But first of all, where it all started. Looky here, we have the SPDC 30-03.
Great
This
name, the winner.
This past, no creativity today. We had 18 players, 18 reported, 3 rounds. Swiss Top 8 playoff. Hosted by the lovely and talented Dr. Nope. Not a doctor.
Dr. Roberto.
Just doctor in his name. It's Roberto Remedio. Yay. Roberto. All right. First place. We had no creativity today. It's a mono red deck. We'll get to it in a minute. Went 5-1. Very nice. Second, we had red green monsters. Who doesn't love a big fat fatties build? Third, we had Just Guy Control. And finishing up the top 4, Big Green Meanies by Yellow Eyes 2. Rounding out the top 8, Esper Control, Bohaterism, again, Mardu Tokens, and another mono red deck. Interesting. So,
That's a lot of different decks.
It is a lot of different decks this time. If you look at the website, the pdcmagic.com, they had I think the biggest chunk was mono red, but even that only accounted for 4 of the 18, I believe. So let's take a look at this burning deck. It has 4 Akroan Crusader, 4 Borderland Marauder, 4 Foundry Street, 2 Hill Cutter, 2 Scout. Oh, and some new additions, 4 Bogart Brute, and 4 Majoring Bullies. That Majoring Bully is showing up in a lot of places.
I mean, it gets you out to such a fast start on anything dirtily at all.
Yeah.
And you have so many, I think most of these, look at that. He's running 16 different ways to pump the prowess. Main deck, so...
Yeah. Hammerhand, Lightning Strike, Magma Spray, and this, what's been affectionately called the Red Rancor, Infectious Bloodlust.
I mean, you drop a Hammerhand on it, it's a 4/4 that turn.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's got haste.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really good.
So yeah, I fully support the Majoring Bully plan. I just hate
the bullies.
Right. I just hate that it has to attack every turn. But if you put
I killed one yesterday in limited and with the 3/3, and I was like, this is never going to work. But it worked.
Yep. There you go. Oh, the land base, real easy. 20 mountain. Sideboard.
That's a clean land base.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. So simple. So mono. Sideboard. 4 Twin Bolt, which is very nice. Scouring Sands. Twin Bolt and Scouring Sands seem like they would accomplish the same thing. I guess if you
goes to the face.
I guess
maybe you really hate tokens.
Yeah. And then you have 2 more Scouts and 1 more Heel Cutter. At what point would you bring in just heavy control that we're bringing in the 3 extra dashers at this point?
maybe if you're playing against somebody with a lot of sorcery speed removal.
Yeah, but what's the only sorcery speed removal right now? That smother thing?
Reeve Soul.
Yeah, Reeve Soul.
Reeve Soul really does eat the deck, though. I mean...
Yeah, there's nothing that it doesn't hit.
Yeah,
unless you happen to get Majoring Bully
Um,
bigger.
Twice.
He only lost to Mardu tokens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's anything in Mardu
Despite the
tokens.
6 sideboard cards against tokens.
Yeah, but it's also Mardu. I would say it's probably got some decent removal in there.
This actually was just... It looks like it's made to go really wide. So I'm not sure when you would bring in the other Hill Cutter and the other 2 Dashers. So that's an odd choice, but I don't know. Maybe just up the creature count as much as you can.
Maybe. Alright, then you have some Tormenting Voice. Only a 1 of. I like that at least a 2. Dragon Fodder and 3 Fiery Impulse. Fiery Impulse.
I wonder why the Magma's Spray main deck over the Impulses.
Yeah, I'd do Fiery Impulse personally. Alright. Okay. Following that up, we have the MPDC this past Monday, August 24th. 12 players, only 11 reported at the time that I made this, so who knows. 3-round Swiss top 8 playoff. Look who's number 1. It's our own special friend, Roberto Remedio. Yay, Roberto! Grave Titan Jr. I think that name's a bit generous, Roberto. Yes, you can get some extra zombies. But Grave Titan's such a house. Alright.
Undead Servant. Yay!
Yay, Undead Servant. Exactly. Second place, Gary and Husk. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on TBS. It's Gary and Husk. Alright, then we have Boring O's by Malum. I didn't look to see what Boring O's was.
These were some great names.
Yeah.
Boring O's is red, white tokens deck.
Oh, okay. And then we have Green White by Zombie Neko.
Green white.
Yeah.
You're
Green
supposed
White.
to say it
Interesting.
boring ghosts, like Boros.
Oh, Boring O's.
Clever, Malin.
Boring ghosts.
Malum. Bro, come on. No.
I like it. I like it, Malin. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, listen to me. Listen
You
to
need
me.
you, Malin.
I'm going to need you to up the game a little bit on your wordplay. Now, I get what you did here, but I know you can do better.
But do you think that a green white or not creative today is the better names?
No. It got a passing grade, but come on. You're looking to make the all-star team here, Malum. I have faith you can do it.
There is an all-star team?
Of name makers? Hell yeah, there is.
And it's led by Thur Baghdad.
there's
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, there's some crazy ass names, man. Alright, Grave Titan Jr. Oh, actually, there's 60 cards, not 56. But since it didn't have, what do you call it? The 4 of Undead Servant in the system yet. Which, man, I know this is all done volunteer basis. This really makes my job hard.
Especially now that we're like a month out from
I know.
Battle and it's still not updated for Origins.
Nope.
But, I mean, it looks like Gatherling just got updated like recently, or it's not updated yet either. Like, so neither of the big free sites are caught up yet. So it's very strange. I mean, it is a big set. Core sets always seem to go up slow. So.
That's true. Very true. But like I said, I realize it's volunteer, so I got no room to complain. But just throwing it out there. Alright, so Grave Titan Jr. is for Undead Servant, because you can get extra value out of that card. You got 4 Black Cat, 3 Dutiful Attendant, 3 Garys, 3 Nantuko Husks, which is pretty interesting because they go so well with the Sultai Emissary and Palace Familiar. You can get some extra mileage out of those cards and being able to sack them. The Gurmag Drowner and 1 Vulturous Avon. Just 1. You got 4 Sign in Blood, 3 Treasure Cruise. Dan, look at that. He put in...
I know, we have discussed this before, Roberto and I.
He cannot make room for 1 more, Dan. It is impossible.
I think actually the correct number is like 3.2 or something.
Oh, really? Well, that's impossible.
Yes, that's why I rounded up to 4.
I gotcha.
That's why I rounded up to 6. Come on, Dan.
Yeah,
Sam.
if I could, yeah, that's a whole other discussion.
And Dan would just cut the pills. He would cut 1 waltz and just play 6 cruises.
Play 6 crews.
Yep.
Alright. Pill from Reality, as just mentioned. Also, sideboard. There's Reeve Soul, Sidisi's Faithful, another Avon, Mnemonic Wall, Fester Gloom. When you hate tokens, Fester Gloom. Disciple of Phoenix, and 3 Negate.
We didn't get either the wall or Archaeomancer in Origins, did we?
Nope.
We got... That's poopy.
Well,
But the wall was from Eldrazi Cthulhu Monster block originally, right?
Wait, what was that?
The wall was from Eldrazi Cthulhu Monster block, right? Originally?
Mnemonic? Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it might get reprinted there.
It might. It's a decent common to have.
It's a useful effect to have in limited a lot of the time, so...
Roberto, I have a question here. Macabre Waltz over the font?
I'm trying to see. Roberto sent me a nice write-up of the deck, and I'm trying to see if he had covered that. So give me one
given
sec.
that the font returns 1 more guy and has a devotion poop.
No, he doesn't cover it. Maybe he'll address it in the chat. So he did send me a nice little 22-page write-up of the deck.
Nice.
And I was like,
read that.
Send me a paragraph, and he sent me War and Peace. So let's see. The main idea was to have a black deck that would abuse Nantuko Husks, specifically for the interaction with Dutiful Attendant, and for keeping my creatures from being exiled, which is actually really important right now because Last Breath is disgusting. Added blue because he loves Gurmag Drowner, and Pill from Reality is usually great with black creatures. Also, he wanted to play Treasure Cruise, which is maybe a good card, not sure. Funny Roberto. He had Artificer's Epiphany and changed it at the last minute to Sign in Blood because this is probably a better combination of cards, I think. The Epiphany feel like.
I like Sign in Blood better because you can actually use it offensively if you need to.
He pointed out that the only reason the Waltz is even in there is it's a backup for the Dutiful Attendants. And he's using the Attendants to have his recursion. So
I want to read that document.
I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
And then he did a round by round write up, but we can probably look it over the matchups that he played and kind of get a feel for probably what happened. It looks like his playing naked, the person he played in the finals might not have been on his game, or maybe was hitting the sauce just a little bit, because it looks like he had a couple times misplaying or something.
Right. Probably distracted because he was naked after all.
I mean, aren't we all naked underneath our clothes?
Not me. I got a full tuxedo tattooed over my entire body.
Some of that was probably
That's so
very
weird.
painful. So Resoul was good against tokens out of the sideboard. Sidisi Spaceful was also good against tokens. The Aven out of the board was good in all matches. Wall was never cast. Oh, okay. Mnemonic Wall. Yeah, it seems a little out of place in this deck, but Fester Gloom won a game against tokens. Disciple was a better card in the finals and good against Izzet. Disciple, that's a card I'm not going to be sad to see go. Or Gary, of course. And Negate, of course, is just a house. Because pretty much everything you want to counter in this format is not a creature. It's something to mess with your creatures. So, but what I'll probably do, if anybody else wants to see this, I'll forward it to Dan. You can let me know, and then I'll send it along. Or maybe I'll do a tapped out of the deck and then copy and paste it into the description on the tapped out and put it in the description of the...
If it's okay with you, Roberto, I could put it up on MTGO Library today. It sounds like an article to me.
It's a pretty detailed write-up for me asking for a paragraph. I mean, I knew something went wrong when I got it like 3 hours later. It's like,
did it go wrong or oh so right?
I mean, how can you mix the two together like chocolate and spam?
All right. Well, thanks, Roberto. That's some awesome insight.
Yeah, it's insight we normally don't get to enjoy.
Right. So awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about our weeks. Sam, anything happened this week?
Well, this week, I'm doing a solo at night dad thing again, so I'm waiting for my son to wake up and pull me away. But Saturday night, I got invited to go play Commander with a bunch of casual but serious Commander players who sit in a basement and enjoy medicinal smoking things on Saturday nights and play Commander for hours. And I was there from 9:30 until 1.
Yeah.
And this is my problem with Commander is, if you're sitting in your dueling and 60 card decks, you're not playing multiplayer. To me, that's like, 4, 5, 6 games, right?
Right.
2 games of Commander with 4 people. And I think they were a little impaired. I mean, I had fun. I won the first game.
Right.
The guy whose house it was lent me a deck. It was like a red... It was a Grixis Commander, and when she attacks, you exile the top 4 cards of your library, and you can cast any non-creature spells. Non-creature, non-land spells.
Yeah, is that the something of Nephalia?
Yeah, I can't remember. And it was his deck, and basically she was the only creature, the commander, and then it was a Super Friends deck. So it kind of played itself. You just poop out planeswalkers.
Just
for free.
Keep on keeping on at that point.
So that was fun. I like that. And the second game, I was playing the mono black deck of his, and he played the stupid Amundsen Angel that you name a color when it comes into play, and he named black.
Was it Iona?
Yeah, and that was the last. I didn't get to do anything after that.
That sucks.
Other than that, nothing really going on. I'm waiting for Battle to do another update on my cube. I have the cards I want to update that already exist all planned out. Cool. But who knows what Battle's going to bring. I do want to bring everybody's attention. Who wants to participate in our pre's when those start up, and we welcome everybody, no matter where you are. Please go to the website and vote on format and day and time. Bava has separated it out from the article, so it's got its own unique posting now. Because I think Avery had brought to his attention at one point that it was a little hard to find being part of the Brewer Cup article.
Yeah.
So go vote, please. I can't tell how many people have voted, but there's not very many comments. It makes me a little shaky. I'd like to have a fun format, but really, more importantly, it's best if we have a good time for everybody. to play, so it's no like 4 people turnouts or anything like that. So
yeah, because we need more people to participate. I mean, I enjoy winning, but I do not enjoy winning by sitting around waiting and no one ever showing up. That sucks.
So go now.
Yeah, go vote.
wasn't Avison one of the angels from Avison Restored or
Iona? No, Iona was from Zendikar, I thought.
Oh shoot. I get all those overcosted white angels mixed up.
Iona, Shield of Avison.
Yeah.
Emeria. You know, Emeria, the Sky Ruin, all that crap.
Yeah, it's all basically just a chroma to me. It's all white noise in the back of my brain. I'm like, oh, that costs more than 3. It's unplayable. So.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Chris just mentioned not extended pauper, but modern pauper. If we do modern pauper, I've already got my deck already made.
Yeah, I think modern pauper. I think that may as well just go ahead and say modern mono red pauper. So
Affinity should be pretty good in modern pauper.
Yep, Affinity. Affinity real good.
Oh, God. What would you? Oh man, would you go off the modern ban list though? Because that would neuter Affinity.
That would give it cranial plating though.
That would
be ball call.
I don't know.
A good point by Chris Baker there. It's super unexplored.
What is?
Modern pauper.
Oh no, my friend. You go look at Gatherling. There's a ton of modern pauper out there.
All right. Was it all Affinity?
Nope. It was not. It was all over the map, and it had my favorite deck of all time in it. My wonderful Cogs deck. I love it so much.
What form? When do they run?
They used to do modern pauper. That was like a huge thing. Yeah.
Oh, I totally missed that. I mean, my format on here was modern silver black, and I tried. Somebody did
my god,
challenge.
That's a lot of modern pauper.
Yeah, he was talking about extended.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I was
think.
saying, man. There's a ton of modern pauper.
Extended pauper has been a lot of fun. My vote is for extended silver black because I've enjoyed extended pauper so much. I just want to bring a little more power to the table. And when you get to uncommons in the New World Order, you get a lot of saucy words.
Right, but extended pauper, if we are playing it like normal, wouldn't we then exclude Innistrad block once BFZ comes out?
You would have to, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So that'd be crazy. All right. Well, cool. Those are good updates, man. Good updates. Dan?
Yes.
You crazy man from Sweden?
Yes. I had an interesting experience now with a content manager, thank you, Brennon, on the YouTube channel.
You're welcome.
Monday was my first real day as a full-time YouTuber, and I managed to get a lot of things done. So that was pretty good, actually. I don't think I realized how much time I spent just administering the channel. So that was super good. I launched my 4th podcast this Monday in Swedish, so I bet you're not interested in that. That was the Saga of the Ice People podcast, and it received a lot of attention. But I won't talk further about that. I recorded my first Fan of Astronomy episode. It's not up yet. A lot of work on other things. Magic-wise, this week. Yesterday there was a limited sealed published, and I seem to be doing quite well in Origins sealed, so that has been the most fun thing. I'm testing out the Brewers Cups decks that will show up next week, I think. For Pauper.
Sorry, guys. God damn it.
All right.
Sorry, that was some pop-up thing.
I was like, what the heck was that?
Glad it wasn't porn.
Yeah.
I was trying to quietly log into Twitch.
Glad it wasn't.
Well, they make it impossible. Okay.
I finished the Red Green Tron versus Burn article, and then I figured that okay, now I should test Modern in the 2-mans, as the 2-mans are much better value now than they used to be.
Yeah.
So for the next 2 weeks at least, I'm playing 2-mans in Modern.
Are you playing them with player points?
Yes. You can only you can play it with 20 play points or 2 tickets, but you only win play points.
Oh,
so you never want to spend your tickets on it.
No, but I have plenty of play points, so I figured let's do it.
Okay, cool.
And now maybe I'll try this deck in Standard Pauper, but I have a hard time letting go of Treasure Cruise and Gary because there's so little time left before Gary dies.
Hey.
After Gary's dead, I'll look into other decks.
I think if you believe in Santa Gary, he will visit you every Christmas.
Yeah, but it still won't be legal in Standard Pauper.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So that's pretty much my week.
Okay, very cool.
Oh, one more thing then. Hard Nerd Cafe. That's my nerd channel for miscellaneous gaming, and I'll soon begin to play Heroes of the Storm every week there, and I'm actually doing a Magic video every week as well. But I'm looking for video makers that want to do non-Magic videos. So any game, the Twitch list of popular channels is probably a good place to look. But the most important thing for this is that you, as the video maker, enjoy the game you're playing. And then you can play like retro games. Somebody talked to me about playing like old Nintendo 8-bit games and stuff. That's perfectly okay. So anything you enjoy and want to make a video of, get in touch with me, and I'm going to try to get Hard Nerd Cafe off the ground. The only thing running there is Game of Thrones chat, and that only happens 10 weeks of the year, so the channel needs a push.
Hey, I think Cameron wanted to record actual games. Like, she's playing Dragon Age right now.
Wow. That would be awesome.
Yeah, Inquisition. I'll see if we can get that going.
Yeah.
On the PC?
Yeah, I mean, she has it on PlayStation, but I can always get it for the PC. It's not a big deal.
Didn't you have some interesting games, Sam?
I mean, my plan would be, because I've never played the first 2 Fallout games and I got them for free. I would do those. They're isometric views, so they're a lot more challenging for me to sit down and play, because it's like, to move the guy, you have to click like 637 times instead of just moving forward on the directional pad. Right. And then I have a couple like ideas of doing the hardest possible runs for the channel. Like hard mode. So I have a couple ideas that I would do for the channel. It's just a matter of finding time to do them. So, but that's something that I have some ideas of doing. So,
if you can, this is the time, because I only have until the end of January to sort of get it moving. So, yeah, now would be a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you pleadingly.
I know. Cool.
Okay. Well, there you go. Call out for any.
Oh, I like this slide.
Yeah. I knew you would.
Oh, okay. I forgot we rearranged the slides a little. Okay.
I am preparing for the Pauper Gauntlet. It's coming on November 8th for open deck submissions. There are 3 other ways for decks to get into the Pauper Gauntlet. First, there are the top 10 decks from last year, and I'm trying to find the captains for them because some of them are orphans. And thank you, Roberto, for piloting Exhume Control. But there are a few other decks that don't have pilots, Burn and Affinity, for example. The other way to get in is all the $5 and up patrons get a deck entry in the Pauper Gauntlet, no questions asked. So if you are a $5 patron by September 30th, you have the option of putting a deck in the Pauper Gauntlet. There is also a live Pauper tournament in Seville in Spain in September, and some other things going on from Cardboard Commons.
That's awesome.
Yes, and they have the
stuff.
option of putting 10 decks in the Pauper Gauntlet from these events. And I'll provide more details soon as they are ready to release them.
That is very awesome.
And I hope I can get some footage from that. But open deck submission is November 8th, and gameplay probably begins on November 22nd, unless I am in London at that specific time.
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's the 2 weeks of deck submissions. So we've done that twice before, so we know that's intense, but it works.
Yeah, you're going to have throwing decks together for like 2 solid days or something. That's going to...
Yes.
I remember last time you were like, I'm almost done. And then like 2 days later, you're like, okay, I finished.
Yeah, and we also noticed last time that by the end of these 10 days, really, because I have to finish the articles and stuff the last few days, the quality of the deck submissions just dropped dramatically, and the thread was so long that people didn't know what was in or not. So that's a pretty good time. I think 10 days is perfect.
Sounds good to me. Looking forward to it. Should be awesome.
Yeah, and the new research channel is up and running and ready to be flooded with Pauper Gauntlet videos.
Yeah, it'll be cool. All right. Sounds good. My week. Still, Sam covered it, but the Brewers Cup, get out there. It's on its own page now, but you can vote. Just to reiterate, go out there and vote for what our new tournament's going to be, when it's going to be, how it's going to be. You know, just general stuff. No big whoop.
Nothing important.
Right. Oh, my league match. Yes, I played it. I am pretty sure I'm not in top 8, but it was against Mono Red, and I was playing my Mono Blue Flyers. And the important thing to note to all red players, when you have a blue player down to, the 3 and under life points, that's if you have run out of cards, then you still have a long way to go, because 1 is not 0, and I won them. I won in 2 straight games. Just when I got stabilized and had my kept counter magic up. Yep, my little flyers. We just kept dinking in for 2 points, 2 points, 3 points, 3 points, and yep, countering all the burn and creatures made all the difference. So it was pretty cool. But
that's the classic epic Magic match when the aggro deck gets the control deck down to 1 life.
Yep,
control wins.
Exactly. It's like
Shakespeare.
You had a chance. That chance is now gone. So that's the way I lived through both games. Although the last game he was stuck on 2 lands, and that was a real heartbreaker.
Oh.
So, but in all fairness, I was stuck on 2 lands too, except I had 2 flip delvers. So it didn't much matter. Anyway, that was cool. No real deck updates other than I did get my French beta lightning bolts in for my legacy deck. So they have gone.
So what's a lightning bolt called in French?
Faudre.
Sounds like some food.
Foudre.
Brennan put a picture up on Twitter.
I did.
And they are quite gorgeous.
I love them.
Yeah, they're very nice looking bolts.
Yep. I wanted to. The lightning bolts were the last things that were white bordered in my legacy deck. So
they had to go.
Yep. And I don't like the new art on the lightning bolt. I mean, because I have like a million black bordered lightning bolts from M10 and M11 and whatnot, but that's not Christopher Rush art. I need old school, and I need it real bad. So, and also I feel that anytime I'm making an older deck, like a legacy deck or whatnot, that personally I try to include as old an art of the card as I could get a hold of. I mean, if it was printed in Fallen Empires, let's say I was making a Goblin deck and needed Goblin Grenade, I wouldn't put the M12 Goblin Grenade. No way. It would have to be all Fallen Empires Goblin Grenades.
I would.
Which is exactly why I own 4 Fallen Empires Goblin Grenades.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's the way I roll. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Next step is to, because I put those German beta lands into my Living End deck, is I want to get beta lands for the Legacy deck too. But that's going to take some doing. So
we'll which lands do you need?
I just need mountains.
How many?
For beta, 12.
Yeah, let's see what I have. I have a pile of beta lands.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I think that might be mountainless actually.
No.
But I'm not sure. I'll check that. It's in the north, so I can check it by the weekend.
That'd be awesome. I would absolutely love that. Because I
traded for a pile of beta lands at the World Championship in '95.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, I have these lands, I want to get rid of them. Okay, here is something for it. A dragon or something.
Here's a Shivan dragon.
Here's a Shivan dragon. Yeah.
No, yeah, something like that.
Dual lands are stupid. I want a dragon.
I like those vampires. Can I trade this bad land? I have a swamp and a mountain already.
Yeah, why do I need one that does both? That's stupid.
That was the year before in '94. You could do like I usually demanded 6 dual lands for my Shivan dragons.
Really?
Yeah, that was the going price.
Oh my god!
And 4 for Force of Nature.
Oh, but I love Force of Nature. Swamp Thing was the way to go.
First rare I ever opened out of a pack.
That's great.
I'm not proud.
Hey, Swamp Thing was the shit.
Swamp Thing had 1 million mana for the upkeep cost.
Yes, it did. 4 green. That's so stupid. Alright, well. That's enough of that reminiscing. But yeah, beta lands, love them.
They are cute.
And F&M, people. Come on. Do I have to say it again? I feel that I've repeated this statement 25 times. So, yeah, at least.
Didn't you do it back in the Standard Pauper show?
I think I did then too.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe 50 times then.
So yeah, at least 50. Wow, how many Standard Pauper shows were there? 40?
Yeah.
40-ish, 40, 50.
Oh my god.
Yeah, almost a year before the format change.
Yep. Oof, that's crazy. Anyway, F&M, you guys make it happen. We'll make it happen here, live, on Twitch. Woohoo! So let's Let's keep the party train a rolling. And send me pics. I'm asking. If you love me, you'll send me pics.
You're gonna get some strange pictures with that line
of your F&M matches.
Okay. I was about to click send.
Whew. Close call.
Viking love.
I need to see Dan in a Viking helmet ASAP.
Working on that.
Brennon didn't say out loud, and nothing else. But he was thinking it.
No, I said a Viking helmet.
The definitive quantifier, a Viking helmet.
That's it. All right. Well, let's look. Let's hit the old F5 button on the Gatherling page. Ta-da!
It's done.
It's done. Look at that.
3 rounds tonight. There was only 22 players at the end.
Wow. 22 players, 22 reported. Top 8. Just called black, but it's got white and black? What do we have here? What's white?
Shiba Gang.
Yep, look at that.
Unmake.
Nice. Unmake, there it is. That's what I kind of figured would happen. There's nausea. A little bit of troll happening with the nausea instead of
relics.
Oh, wow. Or relics. That is. What was he afraid of? To be ready.
Where's the relic? Oh. Is he afraid of anglers?
I guess. Wow, that seems like a lot.
That's 3 mono black decks in the top 4.
Yeah, Big Thumbed Green what came in second. He was in the chat a little bit ago.
Wow, 4 Choking Sands and 2 Rancid Earth. Well, 6 land
that's for
hate.
Tron, right?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of hate for Tron.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad.
What?
Persian Rug. Yeah, there was I never get his name right. Uluru Guru.
Uluguru?
He was top 8'd with Tron.
Oh, yeah, Uluru Guru.
Yeah, him, that dude.
Wow, look at this. That's a lot of red in these sliver decks.
3-color aggro, people.
Wow.
He lost to black. He lost to the same black deck twice.
Common. Yep, sure did.
Wow.
But still did really well.
I mean, that's not bad. Mono Black Sensual is pretty good. It's a good name for a deck. It's just another Mono Black deck, though. Yep. You can't win until Gary rotates out a Classic Pauper. I was being funny.
I was about to say, what? What? Wait, what? You were being silly. Okay.
Yes.
And the Slivers deck took out the Tron deck that was about to have a party in the top 8 with all the mono blacks.
Oh, wow.
The one thing it couldn't get past. Slivers.
Yep. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, I want to see this Rakdos. What's this Rakdos?
It's a mono black deck splashing red.
For what? Lightning?
For bolt.
Firebolt, lightning bolt. Nice.
Lightning always feels so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to me like it should have just been red-black. But I guess that'd make it too powerful, but still.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, you have a lightning bolt and a 1-mana discard too. But yeah, 3 mana for 3 damage.
Wow, Big Dumb Green took down a Teachings deck in the quarterfinal. That's pretty impressive by mono black deck.
I think I watched a little of that as I was doing a million other things. It didn't feel like the Teachings deck was really in it.
Alright. Oh, yeah. But Big Dumb Green is a dude who's playing mono black.
Yeah, he's running the mono black.
Oh yeah.
He's extolling the value of Icar Slick in the chat right now.
Hold on. course-like.
Icker.
Because the -3/-3, you could both cycle and madness.
No madness out
So your own cycling.
That's weird.
That's a sorcery.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather just run some more oubliettes. I don't know.
So it's -3/-3, draw a card. For 6.
Huh. So that's a hell of a lot of mana. So you cycle it to discard it to madness it.
Oh, wow, I didn't put that together. My brain is sleep deprived.
Yeah.
So you triggered the madness yourself. But again,
that's pretty cool.
Oubliette costs 3.
But that's like 1 billion mana.
It is. How much mana is it? It's all of the mana. All of the mana.
Yeah, and it's instant then.
Yeah, don't
like
hire
big
Brennon
enough green
for
just said.
balancing. Yeah. I just want to not pay 3 mana pure core. That's all. Hey, Dreadbore was red-black.
But removal that draws cards is rare in black.
Oh, no kidding. No, it's interesting. But it's also 6 mana. Well, I guess that's why you only have 2. Yep. Okay. I'm down with that. Okay, let's see. Last week we were all super drunk. Lols. Yeah, probably. It's not impossible. Okay, well, that's pretty neat. A little bit of classic Pauper. Sometimes we don't get to see classic Pauper because they're not finished by the time we roll around to it.
Sometimes they're not finished by the time Dan and I have went on to record a video or whatever. Sometimes they're not finished until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this tournament gets out of control, I think, sometimes.
I think the poor Delver deck in the top 8 wasn't in its favorite metagame.
The mono black heavy metagame? Yes. The Delver?
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Like, there's no easy matchup in the top 8. Except maybe the Rakdos deck. But it still has a lot of ways to get rid of the Delver creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Slivers is a crapshoot.
That's what the Nausea's for. Because you can get rid of Spell Stutter, Delver, Clouds, all manner of 1/1s.
Why Flare Husk?
Man, that is showing up everywhere now.
I still can't get it either.
But it's there.
Yeah,
maybe they have a lot of... I don't know.
It's a 1/1 for 1 that when it dies, you can throw its dead carcass onto another creature.
For 2 equip, I mean, Bone Splitter is 1/1.
Right, but Bone Splitter doesn't have legs, though.
But, I mean, if you're playing that for the legs on it, I think you've probably had a stroke within the last 48 hours and you should go to the hospital.
Right, I'm just saying there's some added value there. I'm not saying it's a perfect situation.
No, it's not like when you have chocolate and peanut butter.
You got your peanut butter in my chocolate.
You threw your chocolate bar at my child. Wait, that's not how that ad goes.
Okay, moving on.
That's a terrible ad.
Horrible. It does make me want to read
What's
some
wrong
pieces.
with you? All right. Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of it for the classic Pauper. So
are we going to look over the Battle for Zendikar spoilers real quick? Because we're about to wrap things up, and you had it open.
I do, but I don't really want to. These are not a major spoilers. We can just kind of look at what we got, but we're not. This is not a spoiler show. This is more of a preview of spoiler show.
I like Awaken. I think it's way too costly.
Which one?
Oh, the Awaken ability on Sure Drop.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
6 mana.
Right, but you get a 3/3 after it.
It's 6 mana for a 3/3.
You destroy
6
a creature.
mana for destroy target tapped creature and a 3/3 sounds like a deal of some sort. Maybe it's good.
It depends on how fast the format is.
Yeah.
Right. But look at this.
I think they will take steps to ensure that it isn't that fast as Zendikar was. I think they're trying to emulate Rise of the Eldrazi rather than...
Well, it's why they're releasing the Rise of the Eldrazi flashback drafts before the release of this.
Yeah, because Rise of the Eldrazi is commonly known as the #1 draft format.
Yep.
So I think they're trying to do that.
Dominator drone. I like this because actually this is just a vampire with a drone on its head, which I think is great flavor. So this isn't like an Eldrazi. The little hat here is the Eldrazi, but it's also cost black yet is colorless.
Which, I mean, that's got to be something to do with draft. It just has to be. They didn't want Eldrazi's being able. They want you drafting Eldrazi's, but still forced into a color, I imagine.
So everybody doesn't grab Ulamog's Crusher.
Yeah, so it's harder to have as many Crushers as you can cram into your mono blue deck or whatever.
Right. I would like to show this right here. It's kind of... None of these Eldrazi yet are named after the original big guys.
Even the mythic or the rare,
it's
the
Oblivion Sower. It's generic.
There's no Ulamog's Oblivion Sower or anything.
Yeah.
So.
No Scion of...
And no Annihilator.
Yes.
They're sad as an Annihilator.
Well, Ingest is Library Annihilator.
It's some weird, not gonna work good mill effect.
I think Oblivion Sower is super powerful, actually, and that it will do a lot of things. I think this is like the way to enable Eldrazi stuff in Standard, because it doesn't only look at the exiled lands that Oblivion Sower exiles, but it looks at any other exiled lands.
Right.
So you better not play delve cards against this guy.
Exactly. Yeah, if you delve away all your lands, and then Oblivion Sower comes in, thank you for all the lands. Appreciate you, pal.
That's a lot of power in a creature that's not too bad by itself.
No, I know. What is that? Yeah, 5/8 for 6?
Yeah.
That ain't terrible.
I mean, my thought is we better get some, 15 casting cost actual named Eldrazi's here, or I don't know. It's not going to really feel like an Eldrazi.
Right. Here's my deal. One of the pictures they've already shows all the known Eldrazi, but they're all calcified. They're all in stone. Like, they are their full self, but they're all stone. Like, it has Gideon just looking at them.
They're really high.
Yeah.
Super.
They are baked. They are at a 10. They ain't
Emrakul is like, I need cookies.
They're not going to do anything for the rest of the day. So what I figure we're going to have one big Eldrazi, the big mama of them all. I don't know what its name will be. Hell, maybe it'll be a Planeswalker. But I don't think we're going to get a bunch of 10, 12, 14, 15 casting costs. I think they're all going to hover around Oblivion Sower's casting cost and be about that power level. But we're going to have one really big. The one they're going to try to fight. The one that's controlling the whole thing.
Yeah, you obviously need a payoff for Oblivion Sower, some reason for getting all those lands.
Yes, it's called Landfall.
Oh, that's right. And I am also I'm expecting something else. I'm expecting the Planeswalker Avacyn treatment on Ulamog, Kozilek, and Emrakul, and that we will see them at the same casting cost, but with new abilities.
As Planeswalkers.
No, as creatures.
Oh, okay.
But they will have new stats.
I would like the big mama Eldrazi to be the Planeswalker Eldrazi. And then maybe that's the only real named Eldrazi we get, and then we get a lot of drones.
Yeah.
It was implied in the lore, right, that the Eldrazi exist between planes,
Yes.
so they could planeswalk
Oh,
by
yeah.
default. Yeah.
Or one of them can, the big one. And one of their abilities is to, hey, why don't I ultimate and go grab all the Eldrazi out of my deck and put them all on the field?
Why doesn't your opponent just like punch you in the face and get a DQ?
I'm telling you, 15 casting costs, 10 loyalty. When it hits 20 loyalty, go grab any number of Eldrazi from your deck and put them into play.
And it doesn't have no dinky +1 or +2. It's got a +5.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe +3.
+5.
No, +3. It can get it to 21 or 20 +3, but to 22. After 4 turns, you go grab all your Eldrazi, put them onto the ground.
Grab all the Eldrazi you own from your collection and put
Hell,
them.
why not? Let's do it.
From anywhere.
Like all the burning wishes and glittering wishes. You may get this from outside the game.
Burning and glittering.
Anyway, that's my theory. That all
We'll
these are
find
just
out.
drones and there's one big mamba jamba.
This weekend is the World Championships and PAX Prime, at PAX Prime. And I think the Wizards, Ashley Birch is hosting, and Will Wheaton's going to be there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to stream, and they're going to put the video up this time. I don't think they did for the last big announcement. And we'll find out a lot more about Eldrazi Battle for Zendikar, and they normally announce like the whatever winner extra cells set they're going to do at these things too, like not Commander, but like the Christmas box set or whatever.
Yeah, see, I still don't think they're going to give away. I think they'll just tickle our giblets with the new versions of the known planeswalkers.
Well, I know, like, specifically when they did PAX Prime for Return to Ravnica, that's where they announced that they were going to reprint the Shocklands.
Yeah.
And they did a bunch of cards. They blew out a bunch of art that ended up not really being important. But I expect something at that level. And then, like, 3 weeks later, the actual spoilers will start or something.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I think they'll probably show this is the new Gideon. He's slightly more interesting than the last one.
Gideon's always boring.
Slightly more
I
interesting.
wonder if his zero ability is going to be that he becomes a 6/6 indestructible creature.
What? Shut up. How's that going to happen? That's not
All
what
of
they
his
do.
abilities are Gideon. He's like white bread.
Gideon.
He's a bit like white bread.
Yes. For 0
Carbohydrate
casting
rich.
cost.
But they killed Elspeth. Sorry.
Yeah, no. On Gideon, 0 casting cost, he gets a polo and khakis.
As long as he pops the collar, everybody's fine.
+1, add a sweater vest.
There's nothing wrong with the sweater vest, Brennon.
They need a white villain planeswalker.
I don't see how that's possible.
Like
Ooh,
some
Elish.
sort of fascist commander.
Elish Norn.
Yeah.
Elish
Elish
Norm
Norn.
would be an awesome planeswalker.
Yeah. Because, hey, she has righteous conviction. Doesn't mean it's good for the general populace, but it's still righteous conviction.
It's good for the Phyrexians.
Exactly.
She was all Phyrexian out, so I mean that's not going to be good for anybody, right? They're
Right.
basically just Terminators.
More like Borg, I would say.
Kind of a nice mix in between, maybe.
Maybe. But they do want to
Need more
assimilate you real
Phyrexians.
bad. What?
We need more Phyrexians. Phyrexians versus Eldrazi. That would have been interesting.
I'm so
See-
tired of Phyrexians. They've been around since freaking antiquities at this point. Let's do some new stuff, guys. No more Phyrexians.
No,
Come on.
those Phyrexians are going to push forward.
I like them because they are genuinely magic. It's like their own thing.
Right.
Something they sort of came up with.
Yeah, you can't really say that about the Eldrazi at any point because they're just Lovecraft stories.
Right. What was under the Mountain of Madness that was controlling all the other Cthulhu?
That was there were the weird plant creatures. I can't remember if it was Yog-Sothoth. It's been like years since I've read that, so.
Yeah, that's what I figured the big bad Eldrazi is going to be.
It's going to be like what controls the hive mind.
Yes, that's what they're going to fight. Because they are not going to win until they defeat the mother brain.
Ooh, as long as it's in a tube and you just stand there and shoot at it.
And then after we defeat it, we get to wear a bikini and do it all over again.
It's just like every day for me.
I wear it under my clothes to feel pretty.
Okay. Are we about to wrap this up?
Sure, why not? All right, here we go. That's it, folks. If you stuck around this long, you heard some funny jokes. Anyway, MagicGatheringStrat.com, YouTube /MagicGatheringStrat, Patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat. If you enjoyed this content, it would really help us out if you could go over there. Also, just by liking and subscribing also helps us out. Lets YouTube know you like what we're doing so we can partner up with them and push forward and get more views and be successful. Yay, everybody likes a success story. Twitter @MagicGathStrat. You can follow me @Cerulean Says Hi. Hello. Also Sam @SPO7677. You want to follow Dan, it's @Dan Horning. Also Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat. Whew, heck of a show this week. Anyway, thank you for watching. And for this week, I am Brennon.
I'm Sam.
I'm Dan.
And this has been the Magic Gathering Strat Show.